I was just looking at something with Michael Jamal Warner. I don't know, y'all. I try not to even get involved in that stuff, but well, I mean, I'm already involved in it. But man, it's just like, whew. It's like I don't even really know how he died. I think they said, well, he went on a trip and drowned. It's something about sitting still, y'all. There's something powerful about sitting still in these situations. I don't know about no inner war, but I know that it's finna be a huge change. And it's hard to talk about this, y'all. And I know while the changes are occurring, you have to sit still. You have to sit still because it's like your ancestors set up shop around you. So let's say you got everything you need. You start sitting still, you plant your feet, and you start speaking like Michael was speaking. Malcolm was speaking. Um, um, you definitely, then people gonna take from you. They're gonna take everything from you. Um, it's through that process you gotta really build with God. You gotta build with God regardless, but it's through that process where you gotta build with God. And it's just a situation, y'all, where this is a situation where all black people gonna have to wake up. And in order for us to wake up, we gonna have to face our biggest fears, and that's probably being without nothing temporarily. But it's like once God acknowledge that you believe in God more than materialistic, so it's like you're gonna be tested by your greatest temptation. Then you're gonna be tested from your greatest temptation to your lesser temptation. So it's like the test gonna go on and on and on and on. And in this process, like myself, you probably gonna lose everything. And you just gotta stay strong with God. So it's like vitally important that you don't move. Because you're gonna see in the surface, and they're gonna show you in the surface, the people who has stuff to do with your situation, but those are really not the enemies. Those are really not the enemies. They was just the pawns. So they really wasn't the enemies. And what we trying to do here, we trying to gain justice back. We trying to get good karma back. And what am I trying to say? Am I trying to say that if he'd have stood still, maybe he'd have lived? I really can't say that. I want to say maybe, but I can't say that. I can't say that. Because at the end of the day, it all depends. Like, a lot of stuff got something to do, a lot of stuff got to do with blood. I don't know, I just know. And then, on the other side, it's like intel. It's like they need information on the other side that people like him probably got that a person like me couldn't require. I don't have that information. So it's like when God take out people, they're not dying. It's like you ever heard a statement? God had more important things for him to do. When they think that's true, it's true. It's a lot of truth in that. It's like God need these people. Like somebody died in my situation. That was a brother of mine. I still don't know for a fact if he did or not. I heard this from the grave, and his name was Derek. But he was a big help over there. He was a huge help over there. That's what I could say. He was a huge help over there. And listening to him talk to my ancestors, it's vitally important. This is the dead now. I didn't even know about dolls. I learned that through Derek. Now, if you go research me, I didn't even start talking about dolls until his death. And that should scare a lot of people. And I found out that them dolls was believe it or not, was vitally important to the whoever was putting us in these situations. So it's like if the women don't wake up, we can't wake up as a whole. And that's hard because I know I've been around women the only time I haven't been around women was in 2020. And I know how women can get even the best of them when it comes down to money and materialistic stuff. And you know, it's hard because I don't know, y'all. This is rough. I'm already battling with women now, and they tearing me apart. You know, it's like in these situations, once you get grounded, you need to keep your legs closed. The same for men too. You need to, you know, keep your mouth closed and your legs closed, really. And you need to stand up straight. You need to definitely stand up straight with God. Because you can't turn this into a race war. It's really not a race war. It's a curse. It's a generational curse for us to break. And if it was a race war, what I'm trying to say is we would have been got our balance back. It's a higher force. It's a higher force. It's a higher force that it's a higher, it's not a race, y'all. It's not a race issue. I try to stay out of it, and I just try to use my personal experience to help the people out there. I just love saving souls, regardless of what color they is. I love people, you know what I'm saying? It hurts me to the core just to see this still going on. I know for a fact we'll work better together. Y'all know for a fact we'll work better together. The world will be more entertaining if we work together. At this time, it ain't even about race no more. It's about money. Like people feel like it'll be a complete turnaround in money, but bro, from what I read in the Bible, money is gonna be obsolete. Money is not what none of us need to be leaning on right now, because it's already getting to the point where people starting to realize they don't really need certain things on their own without somebody preaching about it. People buying their own land, people buying their own homes, and they realizing the importance of life. So it's like waking up. Like I heard recently that the average woman, I didn't even know this, one about 100 can spend about 100 grand in a few days or something like that. And I'm like, good God Almighty, man, I had to take $15,000 and turn it into $100,000. We blowing 100 grand to what? Compete with other people, compete with other friends. All that's them programs. A program is meant to make you drown. So even when you got the money, the program is gonna take the money. You get what I'm saying? The program gonna get you to spend that money. And I just noticed, like, when it comes, I don't want women in general. I just hate the fact that I don't want women to be so low vibrational. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be the fact that somebody know, if I got some money, I can have any woman I want. People used to say you can't buy love, but it's starting to look like you can. the way things is going, you know. And by the grace of God, I'm alone. I've been alone for so long. I gotta thank God, bro, because I be hearing about people relationships and people stuff. I keep that to myself. My ancestor was just joking about my phone earlier. If a woman was to come into my life, I'd probably get rid of all this, and I would just probably pour into her if she want to do it. Cause the download gonna keep coming. I always been creative. You know, the download gonna keep coming, and I can't stop them. They just keep coming. They just keep coming. That's why I didn't mind y'all. I didn't care if y'all. I do care the way y'all take it, cause I feel like y'all should be more mature and give people their credibility. And that's the whole purpose in this, really. It ain't the whole purpose, but it's one of the purpose in this is to, yeah, you can steal something, but would you rather steal it or do you want to obtain it by business purposes? You know what I'm saying? Can you pay these people or something? Why you gotta keep taking? That's not no good game. It's not a good game if all the games, every game we watch on TV, football, no matter what it is everybody are paid to throw the game. It's not gonna be entertaining no more. And that's how this situation is. It's no longer entertaining. Um, I just see, and then when it come down when my ancestor was explaining this door stuff, let's say it's a group of doors over here, but the problem is with that is the doors can convince the regular women. Or like I said, I deal with women, I don't deal with men. So you know, same thing, vice versa. But the doors can convince to the regular women to do this and do that. And what they're convincing these people to do are low vibrational, and they're getting you to go low vibrational so that they can uh, handle you the way they want to handle you. So it's like at this rate, you can't blame race. It's like somebody put that game out there years ago, but we the one that keep playing it. You see what I'm saying? So like, so it's like when Jamal was talking, the way he started talking in the end, it would have been better for him. He could have been a chosen one. And if I ain't mistaken, most chosen ones need to stand still while God is working on them and molding them. Because from what I'm getting out of this situation, it's like God is planting me. It's like a pillar, and everything around me is adjusting. And when you look at it like that, it's like building a house on a foundation. A house, not no Elo house, nothing like that you can move around. I'm talking about a home on a foundation. And you built a home, and then you want to just move the home somewhere. And you got like a 4,500 square foot home. You want to just move the home somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Then you have to do what? You have to go through the reconstruction of the foundation, and it might not be so sturdy. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what this situation is. That's how this situation is. That's why only if a twin or twin flame would have came, I would have been able to probably maybe leave. But now I don't know. Now I don't know. I don't have an idea now. I think it's pretty much grounded now, which is good because this need to be fixed, y'all. I told God a long time ago when I seen what God is trying to do. I said, you know what, Father? Because I could have left this situation. But I think I was kind of done with this situation once I started to fight in something probably 2.5, 3 years ago. But and God told me, he said, you're going to have to do it again 2 more lifetimes. I was like, wow, is there any way that I can prevent that? Because I would have to grow back up with the same family, go through the same stuff again. He didn't say nothing. So I just told God, I said, look, if all it means for me to do is pray, meditate, draw, do the little stuff he told me to do, and sit still, and if that means me being alone, then to fix this whole situation, I said I'm more than for it, because I would rather be a tool used by you, God, than anybody else. And to be able to help God fulfill something that's so detrimental to my people, I feel like that's more valuable than anything in the world. Matter of fact, I know that's more valuable than anything in the world. And I don't want to give that up. So when God started planting me, he started showing me love. There's 13 of them. One of them finally, you still doing okay, Shawty. I hope you keep doing okay, because God got you. He looking at you now. He looking at you hard. You ain't in this country. You're in another country, but he watching you hard now. He watching you hard. He watching you hard because you done elevated to such a level. You did like I did accidentally. You done elevated with God to the point. I don't know if you meditate. I really don't think you do. You probably do though. I know you pray a lot and you pray hard. But you done got to a level where you can't descend. And not, I'm talking about for your own self, because you done changed, you done upgraded in ancestry. You're not ancestry, but you done upgraded in such a way. You don't want to descend because your protection done elevated. Everything around you done elevated. So you got to tread softly now. You're going to have to really, really buckle down with God. But anyway, he told me it was like there's 13 women that fell off during this situation. And that was hard. That cut deep. That cut deep, man. Cause I ain't want nobody to get hurt. I ain't want no new energy to come in this energy. But it told me 13 of them fell off, and y'all gotta pay rent. You gotta pay rent. So whatever you thought you had going good for you, don't be surprised if it start going sour. Cause what happened is you got to that door and you failed them tests. Cause the good temptation, the greatest temptation don't come to you until you're ready to open that door. Okay? So I told God, I said, fulfilling something for you, God, and if I sacrifice it all for God, y'all know that. You see it. I done that. And if it's going to help the people, not even just my people, but if it's going to help elevate the world in a better way, in a greater way, I told God, you know what? I forfeit my life, and I live the life you want me to live. I might vent here and there, but just give me some time to blow the smoke and get over. Cause it's like realizing letting go of stuff is like drugs. When you finally let go of your external stuff, and that's including sex as well. If you ain't already got somebody you tied with, if you don't finally let go of your external desires and stuff like that, then it's the internal. It should be inside out, but it don't mind. I think it's more external than internal now. The way I'm looking, I used to say internal than external, but to me, it's better to clean. To me, it worked both ways, And now that I'm in the internal, it's by the way how I feel about the situation, how I feel about being alone, how I feel. So it's like you gotta get over this hill. Okay, you got this deal with God. You're gonna walk this world with God. Now you know what this consists of. You know the sacrifice this consists of. Are you ready to walk this road? Now, okay, you gotta go through the healing so you can walk this road, which is get used to being alone. Okay, get used to doing it on your own. Okay, you got stuff like that. And now that I'm finally reaching the plateau of that hill, I hear things, even of old lovers and what's supposed to be lovers don't bother me no more. It was bothering. If you go look at my previous video, it used to bother me a little bit. But now it don't affect me at all. And I feel kind of sorry for the lovers because they lost a gift from God. I'm not saying me, just saying in general, because I personally know when God gives you a gift, you're protected all the way around. And you just need to, so what I'm trying to say is that my man, he must have been waking up. And if you're a chosen one and you're in a situation, I mean, I heard in the Bible, I don't know about that virgin part. Now, that's probably another part. You just gotta, because God told me this world is perverse. So it's some exceptions when it comes down to this planet in today era. So I would say as bright as he was, and as brilliant as he was, and humble as he was, he definitely probably was finna be adjusted to be a chosen one. And one thing I could tell everybody that's 100, especially 144 chosen one, you better sit still. You better become like a tree. Because if you can see the astro like I see the astro, you see them planting pillars around you. You see them putting foundations around you. And your oppressors are the people who normally kill people like you. You can hear them, you can see them, and they'll say it in the physical too. We can't let them out, but we can't kill them neither. You see what I'm saying? That's what you really want. That's a good word that you bad as I hate to say it. That's about the best thing you can hear in this situation. That's about the best thing you can hear in this situation. And what it is people sit still. That's why I say if you look at a lot of the other celebrities and stuff like that, you'll notice they was going through certain things and they should have sat still because there's so many of our people that's we doing it to ourselves for the most part, and they working on us through lovers, especially through lovers. If they can't get you, they're going after your lovers, and if they can't get your lover, they're going after your kids. So in my case, it's good that I'm by myself and I don't have nobody. So uh, when God was I did a song about it. I said it on thing or something. I said I had a dream about God, and God was like, "You can go now. You can be free now." I said, "No, God, I'm gonna stay with you." And God was like, "I don't need you to help me fight." And I said, "I'm gonna stay with you anyway." And I seen this vision of God being, huge, huge, bigger than giants can even imagine. And I'm my little self standing back to back with God, what I'm saying, stuff like that. Trying to fight off all the whatever that's going on, the mess that's going on. So if people would just embrace God, and the best time to embrace God is when you're at your lowest, and you truly not at your lowest until you done lost the best thing in your life when it comes to me. That's what I would think. 22, 22.